The nail industry giant OPI has just released an at-home gel nail kit, and some nail techs feel betrayed. They think if customers can do their nails at home using professional-level tools, that could really hurt their business. Because at that point, why even book an appointment when you can get salon-quality nails right in your living room?
OPI lawn gel extensions, and the best part, you just apply and paint. No nail gel needed. I love that the nails are pre-etched on both sides, so I can go straight into applying builder gel to the tips and then my nails. Going to flash cure, repeat this on all my nails, and then do a final cure, and that's it. No extra buffing needed, and I can go straight into color. These turned out so cute, and I think this was the fastest I've applied tips. I'm obsessed.
So I never thought that we would see the day as licensed nail techs where OPI decided to finally sell out. They're now making at-home DIY gel kits for the average consumer. Pretty much saying f you to the licensed professionals over the last 30 years who have made them filthy rich. I'm beyond disappointed. I'm so sick of brands basically telling us to go ourselves when we made them what they are as professionals. Why are we doing this anymore? Why are we bothering even having licensing and having regulation if these brands are just not going to follow suit and just give a middle finger to the rest of us?
This nail artist went viral for saying that their business is in danger. Unfortunately for her, most of the people who responded were not on her side. They complained that the nail industry has become so expensive and lacked good customer service, and therefore she shouldn't be complaining.
So I never thought that we would see the day as licensed nail techs where OPI decided to finally sell out. They're now making at-home DIY gel kits for the average consumer.
But the average consumer also never thought they would see the day in which nail techs would triple their prices, turn on us, and tell us, sit and spin. You can't afford me because I'm luxury. Getting your nails done in any capacity is a luxury service. If you can't afford a luxury service, you need to do press-ons or at-home gel kits. So all I'm hearing is a major corporation decided to capitalize on the same group of people y'all tried to kick out. What's the problem? I thought we couldn't afford you in the first place, so why are you so mad that OPI is doing exactly what you told them to do? You literally created this market. Consumers said, we love you. We cannot afford a $200 nail service. We can afford a $120 nail service with tip. Is there anything in that price range? And so many of y'all literally said no, that you're luxury, that we need to do at-home nail kits and we need to do press-ons. Do y'all not realize when you tell the consumers that you are also telling major corporations exactly what to do to capitalize off of the same market you're trying to kick out? Okay. Well, ring-a-ding-ding, capitalism is on the phone dressed up as karma for the nail techs. Time to answer the phone, darling.
The nail techs are crashing out on TikTok, and I love it for y'all. I love it for y'all. Nail polish brand OPI has decided to come out with a DIY at-home gel kit, so people can now do their own gel nails at home. And I would be lying if I said I have not gotten a few chuckles out of the situation. I truly have. Because it's like, aren't y'all the exact same bitches who sat up on this app and pretty much every other app for that matter, telling your customer base that if they can't afford your prices and you can't afford a $130 medium length white French tip set, then you're just a broke and you need to fuck off? Wasn't that y'all? Like, weren't y'all the same ones who were like, well, actually, getting your nails done is a luxury. Obviously, some of you just can't afford luxuries in life, and that's just too bad. You dumbass broads have priced yourselves out of your own market, and now you mad. What was even funnier about the entire situation, and this is coming from somebody who did start doing nails from home at a certain point, what was so funny to me is that y'all really loved to parrot that whole luxury talking point. Meanwhile, there actually isn't really anything luxurious about somebody having to come and sit in your living room to get their nails done. Like, there's nothing luxurious about somebody having to come to your mom's house, walk past all of your family in the living room and down the hallway to get to your bedroom so they can get their nails done. There actually isn't anything luxurious about somebody having to walk through your backyard in the middle of summer to go into the shed that has nothing in it but an AC unit to get their nails done. There actually isn't anything luxurious about your client booking a pedicure and they show up just to have to soak their feet in one of those plug-in foot soaking tubs that you can get for like $25, $30 at Walmart. Like, y'all be out here talking about luxury, luxury, luxury until y'all are blue in the face, and the whole time y'all be offering the same level of quality that somebody could give themselves in the comfort of their own home. Like, the main people who go on and on and on about nails being a luxury, and that's why all of my sets, even my short sets, start at $200, are the ones who are offering the most unluxurious experience that you can possibly think of. They're the ones cussing you out on their booking sites. They're the ones telling you that you got to park down the street and walk to their house because they don't allow extra cars in their driveway. No, you can't accidentally show up 30 seconds later. They're going to charge your card for the full price of the service. Like, y'all took something that actually was supposed to be a luxury, something that was supposed to be a relaxing, luxurious experience, and y'all made it as inconvenient as humanly possible for your clients. Y'all have taken a service that was supposed to be calming and relaxing and enjoyable and have turned it into something that is stressful and anxiety inducing. Like, it's literally the hairstylists all over again. You know, remember when all the hairstylists were up here all bent out of shape because they found out that people were cutting and coloring their hair at home, as if everybody can just afford for a basic trim and color to cost them $500? And what really kills me is, like, for one, can women business owners please stop getting on the internet crying over the fact that there is competition? Like, y'all love to go on and on about girl boss this, girl boss that, you know, girls are just as capable of leading and managing as men, but then y'all will get up here and unravel over the fact that there's competition in the world. Like, why do y'all get up here and pretend like DIY options have not always existed? Box dye has literally always been a thing. OPI has literally always been available to the average everyday consumer. Like, why do y'all get up here and crumble and cry as if these things have not existed since the beginning of time? Y'all actually play into the stereotype that women leaders, women business owners are weak. Genuinely do. Y'all play into it. Y'all are led by y'all's emotions. Y'all carry that high school mean girl ass personality with you into your business as a grown woman. You shit talk, criticize, and sometimes just flat out insult your customer base every time they have a question or a complaint about something. And y'all come up here falling the apart, ready to just end it all because, oh, this other company offers the same thing that I offer. Like, in reality, it's starting to give that y'all actually aren't as confident in y'all's skills as y'all want people to believe. Because if you were, you would realize that the customers who are meant for you will be for you regardless of what else is going on. Regardless of what product is released, regardless of what new company opens, regardless of what new nail tech or hairstylist comes out on the scene, the customers that are meant for you will be for you. And if you really are as good at what you do as you say you are, and you really are offering as luxurious of an experience as you claim you are, then you will have client retention. Your customers will find you, and your customers will stay with you. If you are finding it impossible to keep even one client as a reoccurring client, then maybe, just maybe, you actually aren't as amazing as you think you are. Maybe your service actually isn't as luxurious as you've boosted it up to be. Maybe you're just flat out rude. Because some of you are very talented, but you're also a And guess what? Whenever you're offering a service that requires your clients to have to sit around you for 1, 2, 3+ hours, you actually kind of have to have at least somewhat of a decent personality. That's why those snotty, cocky-ass tattoo artists are having such a hard time in 2025. If you're a dick, guess what? I actually don't want to have to sit around for 8 hours as you tattoo me and listen to you speak. Y'all have priced yourselves out the market, and even if people were willing to pay the price, your personality is the final nail in the coffin. Don't be mad at OPI, be mad at yourself, and all the other people within the same industry as you, because y'all are the ones who have ruined it.
Y'all want to play capitalism until capitalism comes back and bites you in the butt. Because how did you just say that getting your nails and hair done were luxury experiences, and now that OPI is putting out a at-home nail kit, you're upset? You priced out your basic consumers because you wanted to be luxury-based brands, meaning you wanted to be exclusive, and the average person couldn't afford you anymore because now it's not $25 for a mani and pedi on a Wednesday. And then when the average consumer said, bet I'll do my own nails, you started getting upset that we started doing our own nails. Anytime us as consumers give you a suggestion, you tell us no. Instead of being like this one.
Book your appointment for the month of June. You can get any set, any design for $50.
And being creative with your business, you tell us just pay the price or go and look crazy with your nails. And as someone who's been doing her own nails for the last 4 years because I got priced out of my local chop shop, people will still find a way. Even during recession, I'm gonna make sure my hair and nails are done. I would love to work with you guys, but if I can't work with the average nail tech because you guys are trying to be Instagram influencers instead of nail techs, that's a whole nother conversation. People will be getting that OPI nail kit and you will be out of business if you don't get creative.
Gel lamp, which, girl, I'm gagged. I thought they were gonna
Nails?
stop there, but
And the
they
lamp?
gave me the Starlight
What?
lamp. My nail game is about to go so crazy.
No. OPI, you messy.
So I never thought that we would see the day as licensed nail techs,
What happened?
where OPI decided to finally sell out.
What they do, girl?
They're now making at-home DIY gel kits
No.
for the average consumer.
No. You're kidding.
Pretty much saying you to the licensed professionals over the last 30 years who have made them filthy.
OPI, girl, you messy. OPI shook the table this morning, y'all. I hope y'all FYP look like mine. Baby, the nail techs are scrambling like eggs on a Sunday morning, okay? OPI dropped their at-home gel manicure kit. The girls are shaking. And when I say the girls, I mean the little Miss Lincoln bios. The girls are losing their minds. Their cotton picking minds. And you know what? I just have to say, Kim, people are dying. That's right. The girls want to do their nails at home. As close as we can get to a professional manicure with our extended stiletto nails, I would like, OPI, you're getting my money, boo. As soon as that check clear on Friday, you're getting my money. Listen, send me a code, girl. Just DM me a code, okay? No shade. Little Miss Lincoln bios. I knew that the plot was lost when y'all started charging $75 just for a deposit. Does not go towards our service. We're finished. We're done. We're done. We are done. Okay, OPI, I love you, girl. You're messy, but I love it and I'm here for it. God bless.
They're now making at-home DIY gel kits for the average consumer.
Hey Kim, people are dying. Not everyone can afford $100 every time they want to get their nails done. I'm pretty lucky that I've been able to set aside some time and some money. This is the one thing I like to do. I don't get my eyebrows done and I don't get my hair dyed or cut. I do it all myself. This is the one thing I like to do. I'm lucky. Not everybody can do that. So why not give people a cheaper, more affordable, attainable way to be able to go home and make themselves feel beautiful? Just because you don't have $100 to spend every 2 weeks doesn't mean you don't deserve to feel pretty and have nice nails and nice things. Also, I had OPI gel kits in middle school, so I don't know what we're talking about that this is new. This feels definitely not new. Like I had the light and everything, so this is not new. Maybe they're just pushing it a little bit more and you didn't realize it. I'm not sure. I don't think we should be shaming people who want to do their own nails at home because they can't afford your services. And y'all were the ones saying, if you don't want to pay, professional prices, do it at home yourself. All right, I will. Thank you.
You can't people.
Not all nail techs are worried about these new kits because they are confident in their work and their current customer base. There are also some nail techs who are trying to educate people on the potential harm of using these kits, so let's hear what they have to say.
Alright guys, as a nail tech, I have no idea why this lady is so upset about the OPI DIY kits that just came out. One, Kiss has been selling these kinds of kits at CVS for so many years. Two, you can stroll into any TJ Maxx and buy OPI, so I don't know what she's saying about it being like a professionals only kind of brand and them selling out. Three, nails are expensive and that totally makes sense if you want to do it yourself. In fact, I encourage all my clients to try and do it by themselves if, they're patient, they're creative, they just need to save a bit of money, take a break, that's totally fine. That's how 99% of nail tech started, I feel like. But what's scary is how mad the internet is at nail techs right now. I just want to clarify that I don't think there are other nail techs who think the way this lady does. I don't we're not that threatened by it. So I would appreciate if people don't get so mad at us, please. Thank you. Alternatively, you can come take a press-ons class at Tiny Chaos Studios in Boston. We teach press-ons classes so you can get really cool designs and learn new skills. Or you can go to Open Studios, which is access to 500 plus materials, hundreds of charms to do whatever you want to do and make your own set of nails, bring your friend, learn a new skill. Also, you can go to a grocery store and buy food and cook your own food, but sometimes you just feel like paying to eat out and have someone else do it for you. So I think that that aspect of nails is always going to be there. Like, you can always do it yourself, but sometimes you just don't want to bend hunched over to paint your big toe. Like me.
As a nail tech, the main issue I have with OPI's DIY kit is not that OPI is selling a DIY kit for gel manicures. It's that consumers are going to use it uninformedly, without a lot of training, and they're going to really hurt themselves. They're going to give them lifelong allergies to gel. They're going to give them contact dermatitis. They're going to hurt themselves. So, that being said, I just bought a kit for my cousin to do her own nails at home. Here's what I'd buy for a DIY or consumer, and here's how I would use it. First of all, we're not doing gel manicures. We are doing press-ons. Press-ons made at home are significantly higher quality than the ones that you can buy in stores. In my opinion, they're a lot stronger, and I feel like they last a really long time. They're also reusable if you know how to take them off correctly. You're going to be needing gloves. First of all, I don't have any with me to show you, but just buy some at Sally's, buy some from somewhere. You need to make sure that gel is not touching your skin while you are doing these nails. How gel allergies work is you have contact with gel repeatedly, it enters your bloodstream, you have an allergy to it, and it's lifelong. There's no way to get rid of it. I have one that's really bad from doing nails without gloves, and it's not fun. My hands bleed whenever I come into contact with gel. Just don't do it, please. We're going to be using Gel X extensions for our base for the press-ons. I have these ones from Cart Pro. I got these in PR. They're really good. I just never wear square, so I'm giving these to my cousin to use. And these ones are from Beetles. If you're a DIY diva, you know about Beetles. They are not the best in the world, but they certainly are the cheapest. Medium almond. Medium is the most popular length I would get all the time while I was in the salon. With square, you can turn this into a coffin or wear it as a square. With almond, you can turn it into a round. You can turn it into a stiletto. You basically have everything. You need stands to put these nails on. This is like a magnet base, and these are magnetized little stands for the nails. You get a little bit of sticky tack. You put your nail on this, then you put it on this. There you go. This is like a $10 e-file from Melody Susie. You're not using this on the nails. You're gonna hurt yourself if you don't know what you're doing. Honestly, most people just aren't going to without in-person training. I'm sorry. You're going to be using this to etch the top and underside of your press-on nail. It's going to help with retention, and it's going to make it so the nail polish sticks to the nail. You can do this with like a hand file. I just feel like this is a lot easier. This is what I personally use. I use a metal palette from like Amazon. These are like $6 with one of these mixing tools. They're meant for like makeup artists, but I use it for nail polish. It's sanitizable. You can wipe it off with acetone and it takes all of the nail polish off. It's just very useful. Nail brushes, these are not the highest quality, but they work. I look for two different types for myself. I look for ones with dotting tools on the back and ones of like, you know, different sizes and shapes, and liner brushes with lids, caps like this. Acetone to dehydrate the nail, wipe off any surfaces that have nail polish on them, to wipe dust and any imperfections off of the net press-on nail itself. I prefer this over alcohol any day. Little orange cuticle sticks. I prefer this over the metal ones. It's less likely to hurt yourself. Just use this to push back the cuticles, you know. I have some buffers in here to take off the shine off the top of the nail before you prep them with acetone so they can, you know, stick well. Lint-free wipes to use with the acetone to wipe off the nail. And a lot of people are going to roll their eyes at me for this. A kit from Beetles. The reason why I feel like it's okay to use Beetles for press-ons is because it's not touching your skin, and you're not doing gel manicures with it. So the high HEMA does not really matter. Once it's cured, you're all good. This kit comes with basically every single color that this girl is ever going to need. It has a UV lamp, which you need, buffers, nail files, which you're going to need to take off like the edge of the fake nail. So this was really perfect. It's really affordable. All of that, plus your choice of nail glue. I really like the one from Sally's. You know the one, it looks like a syringe, and some press-on nail remover. You got it all. Oh, and top coat, glossy and matte. Matte if you want matte nails, and if you are wanting to do things like the aura nails with like the eyeshadow. I think all of this came out to about $150, which that's like 1 or 2 sets of nails. And this is going to last you forever. And whenever you run out of something, it's going to be pretty easy to replace it. As long as you know how to put on press-on nails, they last forever. I recently put a press-on nail on my sister whenever I was giving her a full set of nails because one nail was just too short, it broke, and it lasted 5 weeks. And it did not look any different from the other nails at all. And I've done that for so many clients in the past that have one nail that like broke and they still want a full set. There are ways to make this cheaper. You can get less brushes. You can get one color at a time. You can get only one set of the press-on nails. You know, there's a lot of things that you can do to make this a lot cheaper. Though it might not be the least expensive way to do this, I think it's the safest way to do this. It's also so much easier. Have you ever done a gel manicure on yourself? It fucking sucks. It's not fun. It's so difficult. And then your fingers are itchy after because you have contact dermatitis. This is just the easiest way to do nails, the most realistic way, in my opinion, for someone who has no prior experience in nails to be doing nails. After you have this, if there's anything specific you want, like nail stickers, nail gems, you can look up tutorials on how to do all of that stuff, and it applies the same to press-on nails.
Whose side of the argument are you on? Do nail techs have a right to be upset because of how much time and effort goes into being a nail artist? And are customers right to be responding in a nonchalant way because of how expensive it is to go out and do your nails?
It was never about the DIYers. Nail techs do not care if you want to do your own nails. This whole debate going back and forth between nail techs and DIYers about the whole OPI gel nail kits is just overall irrelevant. The DIYers saying that nail techs are just mad about this DIY kit being available to the public because we're not able to charge all these crazy prices is irrelevant. All those comments are irrelevant. If you want to do your own nails, nobody has any problem with that. The problem is that when pro-only brands market themselves as pro-only or exclusive, and then all of a sudden start marketing towards the public and selling professional products to the public, when nail techs had to get licensed, which is thousands of dollars, and submit their license to these websites in order to even buy them in the first place. And not only that, but they upcharge nail techs already so much for these products that it takes away from the whole pro-only label, if that makes sense. But in general, if nail techs had a problem with people doing their own nails, we wouldn't put so much education out there, and we wouldn't put so many tutorials, product recommendations, and tips and tricks just out there. But the DIYers need to stop coming for licensed nail techs, acting like they're on the same playing field when they're not. We paid a lot in order to have this licensed title, and we're educated on these certain chemicals, and we put hundreds and thousands of hours into perfecting our crafts that just really shouldn't be undermined. So please just everyone be respectful to each other. It's all about brands that are just needing to do better.